Can't you see that I'm focused? Stay focused. I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? I'll change for you. Talk to me what you wanna do. I'll give it all to you times two. You got my back, I got yours too. This throwback love feel like the 80s. We can dance on the moon and make a baby. I'll die for you, but don't call me crazy. In love with you, with you. Stay focused. I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? Hey, hold up, I need you to calm down, relax. I got you. I'ma always be there for you. Stay focused. You got me thinking, you've got me dreaming, you've got me thinking about the way you move, the things you do. You've got me fiending. Yeah. Will you always stay true?
Will you always stay true?
There's no me without you.
There's no me without you.
Will you be my everything?
Would you be my everything?
You'd be down for me.
You'd be down for me.
Will you bet it all on me? Can you show me that you're focused? Never leave my heart broken. Will you risk it all for me? Can you show me that you're focused? Never leave my heart broken. I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? It's 9:36 in Los Angeles. I'm just vibing out in the studio, just letting my feelings out. Got a flight back to Memphis in the morning. Probably talk to my mother. Get on my brother's nerves. Maybe even write another song about you. Hit me up when you get this message.
Yes. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, bed of roses. Good evening. We thank God, we bless God for another time of the love remedy. I believe that this remedy is going to do somebody's good. It's going to help us. And for that matter, if you have joined us, please help me share, and continue sharing. We've had technical hitches here and there, but we will sail through. And I believe that it is time for us to share. Please do your best and share, and so that we can go straight into discussion. And so please share, and continue sharing, because I believe that the topic we have today is something that we need to talk about. And so please help me share. I will just play a song for the next 2 minutes in order to connect to the mainstream. And so please do well and share for me. I'm just doing this for now. Thank you.
Manko maritinti hoping fear although you man mirror. Manko maritinti hoping fear although you man mirror. Although you when you say come on to minda. Happy other one who happy baby man. Although you when you say come on to minda. One who happy baby man no matter come on. Never saw me move. I do this when I'm number one, when I'm number two. Never saw me move. I don't want you want me down, man. City won't call it Columbia, I'm a fowler. I can't tell me this, yes, I'm in a woman. Oh, woman, it's from a minute one. About the science, I'm from here, I'm sweet. Baby, love me, got me honey, one forgive me. About the science, I'm from here, I'm sweet. Baby, love me, got me honey, one forgive. When I'm business, when I'm number one, when I'm number two. Never saw me move. I do a kisses, when I'm number one, when I'm number two. Never saw me move. Groovy, groovy. Baby, me satu makumaso. I can't see it. This is it. Mini on Johnny Blue. Mido yasia humatie.
Mhm. Wonderful. Okay. Good evening once again. We are here, we are back, and for that, I am very glad. And I believe that somebody you have shared. If you haven't shared, you still have the opportunity to share. Tonight is very interesting time, a time to know, a time to share, a time that everybody is going to speak their mind and then speak the truth. And I believe that is going to be something that everybody must share. So please do well and share, and continue sharing. Please share to your friends, share to your loved ones, and share to people that you know, and therefore I believe that we will do well. Now, what is behind the curtains today? What is the on board? And so tonight I want us to know that we're talking on the subject agreement in marriage or in relationship. Agreement in marriage or relationship. Before I go there, let me acknowledge those that I can see I believe that I can see Mama Sandra. Mama Sandra, how are you doing? I bless God for your life. May the Lord God Almighty continue to bless you. Is there anybody else there? If you are there, please make a comment and I will introduce you. And for that matter, we go straight into discussion. So in the next 1 minute, please make a comment and let me introduce you. Do we have Unbeatable Mama Pat there? Please make a comment and let me introduce you. I thank God for every one of you that have been patient. Today's streaming has not been one of the smooth sailing one. It's been the one that has been a roller coaster. But here, we are here. We will learn, and I believe we will receive everything that we have to receive. So thank you so much for joining me. And if there is nobody there, let us go straight into discussion. And I believe that is going to be, for those of you on YouTube, I welcome you. Those of you on Facebook, I welcome you. Whichever platform you are listening and watching from, I am glad that you are with us. May the Lord continue to bless you. Now, when we talk about agreement in marriage, agreement is marriage is one of the greatest subjects that needs to be looked into. Because when we talk about love, another word for love is agreement. But does it go the way as we always say? No, it doesn't. So what needs to be done and what needs to be said? And so that is why we are treating this topic. Many marriages have broken down. Many marriages are in shambles. Many are in pain due to the fact that they cannot agree, due to the fact that they don't even know what agreement is. Modern day marriage is based on certain things. I know my right. I know what do for me what I want you to do for me. But is it the call? Is it what God has called marriage to be? And so that is why we are here talking on the subject, agreement in marriage, or somebody, you can also term it agreement in relationship, agreement in relationship. So let us go into it. When we talk about marriage, God is the designer of marriage. God is the one that have designed marriage. Mama Sandra, you are welcome. God bless you. Say first to be here. Yes, I thank God for your life. Anybody else there? God bless you. Now, when we talk about marriage, I want you to know that marriage has been designed by God. It is God's institution. It is God ordained. It is God's plan. It is God's purpose that a man will leave the father and mother and cleave unto the wife and become one flesh. And for that matter, I want us to look into this subject, which is called agreement in marriage. Agreement in marriage is something that I want us to know. Now, God called marriage to function on the basis of unity. Marriage functioned well on the basis of unity. So if you want your marriage to thrive, if you want your marriage to be sweeter, if you want your marriage to advance and then do well, then it must function on the basis of unity. Now, I want you to know, so Bible says that the moment the two leave their various families and cleave together to become one flesh, that is what is called agreement. That is what is called agreement. Agreement has been established. Now, I want us to know that agreement is something that also brings empowerment to your marriage. It's something that brings empowerment to your marriage. So therefore, we are going to talk on this subject. Now, let me quickly lay down this scripture, and then I will also allow those that are there. If we talk about agreement in marriage, what do you think? What comes into your mind? What are some of the things that you can breathe on, deliberate on? Now, let me read this scripture as a foundational scripture. Amos 3, verse the number 3. Amos 3, verse the number 3. It says, can two walk together except they agree? Can two walk together except they agree? It says, if two of you shall agree on earth, touching anything, it shall be done. That is Matthew 18:19. Matthew 18:19 also tells us that if two people will agree on anything on the earth, it says that whatsoever two people agrees on, it shall be done. And Amos also tells us that can two work together? They can two work together except they agree. And so that is why we are talking on agreement in marriage or agreement in relationship. I want you to know that when we talk about agreement in marriage, it is the one that fuels our decision, our peace, our progress in the marriage. Any marriage that there is no agreement, it cannot go far. There is no peace. There is no enjoyment. So therefore, I will throw the question out there. What is agreement agreement in marriage to you? To the listeners out there, what is agreement in marriage to you? When we talk about agreement in marriage, what do you think about? Is this something that is still in fashion? Is this something that is still needed in marriage? Can marriage thrive without agreement? Can marriage move on, be further, go further, enjoyable without agreement? So if you are there, please let me know your take on that. Can two work together except they agree? And so agreement is something that I want us to know that it is, to me, my part is something that is needed in marriage. Now, I want you to know that when we talk about agreement, agreement does not mean sameness. It doesn't mean that you have to be the same, but it means that you have to align. The two of you have to align to what? To purpose. You have to align to meaning. And so agreement does not mean sameness. It does not mean that you must think the same way all the time, but it must be that you have to come to the place of what? Alignment. So can two work together without agreement? Can two people work together without agreement? What is agreement to you? Can somebody help us? You put your comment there and it will be read. I have Unbeatable Mama Paduran says, can two work together? Can two work together is a question, except they agree. Except they agree. Now, I want us to know that when we talk about agreement, we are talking about something that is both physical and is both spiritual. It is both physical and is both spiritual. Agreement in marriage or in relationship must be seen in the physical and also in the spiritual in order for it to function well or establish well. You cannot just agree in the physical and not be spiritually connected. If you are married couples and then you are just on the surface of physicality, just agree physical. But when it comes to spirituality, you have your different grounds. I tell you that there are cracks in that marriage. There are cracks in that relationship. It is just a matter of time for the whole building coming down, because agreement must be seen in the spiritual and also in the physical. So when you are married, I want you to know that you just don't agree with your spouse for the physical things, just for the romantic and the kisses and all that. But when it comes to the spiritual, you don't agree. I want us to know that agreement in marriage is very much needed. So please bring your takes on that. And now let me take a comment from there. Mama Sandra Afra says agreement in marriage is when two people are committed to stay faithful and loyal to each other in all circumstances and situations. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. To Mama Sandra, she has defined what agreement in marriage is. What about you? Bring your take. Bring the meaning of agreement in marriage. When we talk about agreement in marriage, what do you call? What do you term it? What do you see? And what do you have to say on that? Before I come with that definition, I want to hear from you. I want to hear from my listeners. And to somebody out there, if you want to call on the studio line, the number to call is 07941353132. 07941353132. And right here, your voice will be heard at the studio and everybody can just hear you. And so you can also partake from this angle. God bless you. God bless you. I would love somebody to join us also on the studio line. I would like somebody for your voice to also be heard. So please connect well, and let us all do it right here, right now. Let us do it together. It is a moment, it is a time that somebody needs to be connected. It's a time that somebody you need to share and continue sharing. Thank you so much, and I appreciate every one of you. So what is agreement in marriage? Agreement in marriage, just as Mama Sandra has made her definition, what is your definition? Now I want us to know that to agreement in marriage, what does it really mean? Agreement in marriage, what does it mean? Mama Sandra has said her own, but I will take a few points also whilst we are waiting for those that are typing and those that are yet to call the studio line. And please, whilst you are there, please also do well and share, connect somebody, and then let everything be done accurately. Now, when we talk about agreement in marriage means agreement of purpose. Agreement of purpose. Now, you cannot just tell me that you are married to someone that you don't agree on purpose. It must be intentional. Agreement is something that must be intentional. It must be something that you make up your mind you are going to do. It does not come just by feeling. It does not just come because you think you love the person, and for that matter, automatically you are going to agree with everything that the person does. No, it doesn't happen like that. So I want you to know that agreements must be intentional. It must be something that you purpose to do. You must know that in order for your marriage to stand and thrive and do well, then you must call for these grounds of agreement. You must come to the place and say, no, I will agree with my spouse so that we can go further and do well. And so agreement is what? Agreement of what? On purpose. You must purpose it. You must mean it. You must plan for it. Amen. Knowing why you are together is one of the important things that can help you to agree. Knowing why the two of you are together. There are some people that are falling in love, but they just fell in love and they have no purpose to their relationship. They don't know the reason why they came together. Oh, I saw her and she's beautiful, and that is why I married her. Yes, beauty is nice. I felt something going through my bones, and that is why I married her. Yes, it is part of it, but it is not the core, or it is not the main purpose of what? The relationship or the marriage. So you must come to the place of knowing the reason why the two of you are together. The reason why the two of you are together. This is called agreement. You must know that the reason why I proposed to Amma Mansa, or the reason why I proposed to Adelaide or married Adelaide is for this particular reason. It's for this particular reason. So for you to agree, it must be intentional, it must be purposeful, and you must also know why the two of you are together. Many people are in marriages struggling because they have lost the foundation, the core reason why they are together. And sometimes now it has become a challenge grounds. It has become a grounds of battle. It has become a grounds of confusion. Why? Because the main reason that they join hands together or they join together in marriage, they have lost it. And so for you to agree with your spouse, you must still maintain the reason why you are together, the reason why you met him, he proposed, you agreed to it, and then stay together. Or you're the one that you are also in relationship, the reason why you accepted the person to be at the very best of your heart, or the person you love, you must also come to that agreement. Now, so we must know that agreement is something that you must align. When we talk about align, I've said earlier on that it is not sameness. It does not mean that every time you must behave the same, wear the same clothes all the time, think the same way, sleep at the same time, wake up the same time, eat the same food. Sometimes it doesn't happen like that. Most people don't get it like that. Some people do. They do eat the same food. Some people even, I heard a beautiful story from someone that was talking to me this week. He said, since I'm married, I have been eating together with my wife. She has never ate without me, and I have never ate without her. And I said, what a beautiful marriage. This is an intentional thing, something that they sat down, they planned, and they decided to do. It didn't come just because they thought or they are in love. It's something that they agreed to do. So when we talk about agreement in marriages, it is one of the things that takes challenges out of the marriage. When you come to the place that you are purposeful, that you are going to agree on things, it takes most challenges away from your marriage. So you must know that agreement is what? Not sameness. An agreement why the two of you have decided to come together. Now you must know that a home with two visions, a home where there is not agreement, is called a place of division. Now, a place where there is two visions is called division. Division means two visions or more visions, but not same vision. And for that matter, that is where the grounds of struggling comes. That is the place where fight breeds. When one is thinking this way, another is thinking the other way. Then you will know that everybody have their own vision in the marriage. The marriage will not last. Or even if it will last, people will be there pretending disappointed or people will be hurt in that marriage or relationship. The simple fact is that they do not have the same vision. The simple fact is that everybody is thinking about themselves and nobody is thinking together. And so we must understand that when we talk about agreement in marriage, it is where two people leave their individuals' visions and pick one vision and align to it. They pick one vision and align to it. Now, when we talk about agreement, also you must know the agreement on values. What are your values? What do you grow at? Now, if I am coming into marriage, I have my own personal values that I come with. The man might also have his own personal values that he comes with. But as we come together, we must put our values down and then create another value that will help the marriage, that will help the relationship. And that is also called the grounds of what? Agreement. Now, you cannot just say that I agree with my spouse and you don't agree with their values. So you sit down and then you talk through your values. What are some of the valuable things for you in life? What are the way you see things? Then everybody will speak forth, and then the best for the marriage or the relationship is that is what you will culture for. So agreement of values is a shared belief. When you share your belief, you share the same belief. I said earlier, the agreement is both spiritual and physical. How can two work together except they agree? Not just the physical, but both spiritual and physical. So you cannot also say that we agree spiritually alone. I remember one friend of mine that was going to get married, and then every time that the fiancé, they are married now, and every time the fiancé will call, it was only prayers. He would just be leading this person. They will pray. And I sat him down and I spoke to him. I know prayer is important, but that is not the only thing that you do with your spouse or you will do with your fiancé. You need to have that time of knowing her. You need to come to that place of going out together, sharing things together. So don't just base it on just prayer sessions. So they can call and then 2 hours they pray and nothing else. They will not talk about themselves, where they are going, their future, their plans, but it was all prayers. Now, this is what happened. Now, after they have married, this person came to me and was complaining that, my wife will not kiss me. My wife will not hold me. My wife will not allow me to. The only thing that she will do with me is prayer. The only thing that she will do with me is prayer. And then what she also does is that she will call even her friends at work. He will give my number to them to call me for prayers. As for prayer, if I am opening a prayer camp, then this woman could have helped me to enlarge that prayer camp. But aside that, in the home, in the attraction bit, the consummation part, everything is poor. And I said, this is the reason why I was telling you earlier, because you took everything on the spiritual side alone and you neglected the physical as well. So you must understand that when we're talking about agreement, must be both physical and spiritual. Bible says that a false balance is abomination unto the Lord. Don't just be all spiritual and have nothing physical in common. Don't be all physical and have nothing spiritual in common. There must be a balance that you must create in both physical and spiritual. So it comes in at the place of shared values. What are your values? What are your beliefs? If your wife believes that eating kenke 24/7 is what is good for the body, and another person also believes that eating salad is what is good for the body, and you don't come and strike a balance or a conversation, there will be a struggle in the home, or there will be challenges or fight in the home. The one that believes that kenke is the one that they have to eat all the time, now would intend every time buying kenke or cooking kenke. And the other party that also believe is salad, if the person is also the one that is cooking, will be always putting salad on the table. So these are the things that you must come together and share. Now, what are your values? What are your beliefs? What do you believe in? Now, believe about your God, your spirituality. What do you believe in? Some people say when that one believe in God and somebody believe in pouring libation, and the two of you are together. So whilst this one is praying to God, another one will say, you are disturbing me. Another one you say, hey, no, don't do this here. And when the other one is also pouring their libation, the other one will be throwing spiritual fire to them. So you will realize that these two people are what? Incompatible. Why? Because their spiritual values are not the same, or their beliefs are not the same. So when we are talking about agreement, it just go beyond the physical. It just go beyond just sitting down and watching TV together and think you are agreeing. No, you must agree on the spiritual grounds as well. Now you must also agree on how to run the home. How to run the home. Now, if one partner is coming from a background where it is only the woman that raise the children. Now, some people are coming from a place where they are being they are being trained or raised that the woman is the only one that takes care of the children or take care of the home. And so that woman, when it comes to marriage, she will take everything and do everything without allowing the man to do anything. Now, when the man who is coming also have a grounds where that, it is the man that takes responsibility, then there will be a clash of responsibility. That by the time you realize that they are struggling, they are fighting, they are competing in their marriage, or they have neglected certain responsibility, because this one think, oh, you should do it. This one will think that person should do it. So you must also come to the place of agreement on how to raise the family. If you are building a family together, how are we going to do it? With your values and with your beliefs, you bring it, I bring mine, we put it on the table, and then we select what is best for the relationship, what is best for the marriage that we have. It should not be imposed. It should not be imposed because, quote unquote, because I am the head. No, it should be a place of agreement that everyone must bring their values, and then you weigh it and choose the best that is for the relationship. Also, agreement on finance is one of the areas that we must look into. Many marriages are broken because of financial mismanagement, financial fight. Why? Because they do not agree. Now, one person will say that, okay, it's 50-50. Today, they said there is something called 50-50. 50-50 means that we share the bills. You pay the same, I pay the same. There are some people too that I believe I was talking to one beautiful gentleman. Said, I come from a background that I was told and I was nurtured and I was trained that a man takes responsibility in the home. He says, although my wife works full time and take money, she does not contribute to anything. I do everything in the house, and because that is what I have been told. That is what I have been taught. And then the woman is enjoying it because this is where the husband comes from. And so I asked and I said, okay, it is good for the man to take responsibility of taking care of the home. So what do the woman do with what she also earns? And that is where sometimes when the balance is not strike, then one now begins to hurt and become hurt. Now you will realize this same couple that I was talking about, that the man was just leading the woman into prayer. Everything about their marriage was prayer, their relationship prior to marriage, it was prayer. Now, this is what happened. Now, this man also took responsibility. It is fine. There is nothing wrong with it. Whilst he was paying everything, the lady was using her money to build house. She was building a house for herself in her country. They come from the same country. So she was building for, whilst this man has not even thought of even buying a land or thinking of anything, because he was thinking that I need to take care of the home. And the woman did not see the need to support in any way, but she decided, okay, let me use my money to build for myself. So the building that she was building is for herself. And this became a huge argument in the marriage. The simple fact is that I am paying for everything and you are using the funds to build for yourself. And it became a grounds where it led into so many things. So financially, you must sit down and agree. Talk on your financial status. How do we manage this home? Do we have a joint account? Do we have individual account? account. How should we do it? How should we go about? And so you must understand that this is something that you must talk on. Now, many are throwing blows on financial. One of the things that brings marriages down is financial issues. Financial issues are one of the greatest loophole or challenge in marriage, because people do not sit down to talk about their finances. They assume. Now, a person that is coming from a background that the father took the responsibility will assume that the man that is going to marry should take every responsibility. Maybe the man is also coming from a background that the mother was the one that was, the mother was the one that was financially sound. And so she was taking care of everything. So that such a man will lay back and expect the woman to do it. The woman will also lay back and expect the man to do it. So this is the reason why you must come to the grounds of sitting down and talked about your marriage. How do we handle our finances? Finance in marriage, we will treat it one day so that you will know how to have a sound financial agreement, and then there wouldn't be hitches here and there, and then you can fulfill all obligations that needs to be fulfilled. So these are grounds that you need to also come to an agreement. And also you must also communication, the bedrock of the marriage. Let us say, if you are also in a relationship, you must agree on communication terms. How do we communicate? How do we go about it? Now, I was sharing with one of my family members, and I was saying, oh, my wife calls too much when I go to work. And I said, you are blessed to have a wife that is checking on you. Now, you guys must sit down and then talk about it. Now, if you are leaving home, if you are leaving your spouse to work, now, you must, whilst you are leaving, you must inform your spouse, I am leaving. When you get to work, you must let that person know, your spouse know, that I am at work right now. It could be just a simple text. It could be a quick phone call. I am at work. When you are leaving, let her know I am leaving. It is not just because somebody wants to track you for security purposes. Sometimes it's for your own good. But some men, mostly is the men, they think that when they do that, they are allowing the woman to control them. Or sometimes people will say that, your wife is controlling you or something. No, this is not control. It is what? Called security. So that when anything happens, they can even tell about your whereabouts. Some of them say, I am going to work, but they are somewhere else. That I am going to this place, but they find themselves another place. Something happens and nobody knows their whereabouts. So these are some of the things that when we come about communication, you must communicate clearly well that in this relationship, in this marriage, this is what we are going to do. This is our culture. When you leave home to work, when you get to work, either a text or a quick phone call, I am at work. When you are leaving, call me to let me know that you are leaving. This is some of the courtesy that you must also agree on in your marriage for your own safety. And then also when we talk about communication, one of the things that is robbing marriage people to intimacy is the phone. The phone that is coming today is even getting worse. We have got AI that is doing so many things that you don't know. You don't know. I got on Facebook, and some people will put their children are celebrating their birthday and put some old picture, and then they will revise that picture into a new one. So today you see people's picture and you don't know whether it's their actual themselves or it is something else. And so the phone has come to replace so many things, but you must sit down and agree in your marriage that, okay, when we come to marriage, when we come to the house, let's say from this time, it is no phone. It is just you and I, the family together, speaking together, checking on our day, how the day went, what are the challenges that you face. Not that everybody is dug the head down on their phone and there is no mutual communication in the home. So please, it is also something that you must agree on. Agree on communication, how to communicate, how many times you should call and check in in your on your spouse when you are away. It is very necessary. Some people have saved their spouse by checking on them randomly, and they realize that something was wrong. They check, they know, and some of them, they know that at this particular time my spouse will call me. And so when the phone call does not come in, they know that something is definitely wrong. So these are some of the things that will help your marriage or your relationship to thrive. Please agree on communication, and if not just communication, effective communication. When and how you should go about it, you must agree on that. And then priorities, how to prioritize things. How to prioritize things. You know that on Bed of Roses, I'm not the only one talking. We are all sharing ideas. So let your comments come. Let your comments come. And then I'm going to, after the priority one, I'm going to leave it. And then I also read the comment. Now, you have to learn to prioritize things. What are the things that we must take? We should first take care of them first before other things. There are certain families that they have taught us wrongly to take care of outsiders rather than our own people. Now, some people are coming from a background that this is what they were told. You take care of strangers, you take care of people outside, and they leave their own. So they can be paying their wafasi, your wafasi, who is your nieces and nephews' school fees, and their own children, they don't pay. Their own children, they are not taking care of them. He says that this is my uncle, and they will come to their uncle and they take money from their uncle, and that the uncle is refusing to pay their children's own school fees. And so these are some of the things that we must learn to prioritize things. Where is your priority? Where is your priority, or where does your priority start? Does it start from your children? Does it start from you going out and having drinks with your friends? Does it start by you? Just some of them, their priority is getting their same into fashion. You can see some men that they love themselves. Some men love themselves so much that they care less about their wives or their children. They would rather use the money on themselves. We have women too that are in extreme, very much extreme, that the money that comes, they will rather go and buy ashrebi. They would rather go and buy so many things and dress themselves with, rather than what are doing the necessity in the home. Now, when something is broken in the home, they will rather not fix it, but use the money for something for their personal gain. Now, you must know where your priority lies. Your priority first lies with your family. Hear me, with the family that God has given to you, you will give an account. You will give an account of the children God has given to you, the spouse that God has given to you. So prioritize yourself well. Now, in your priority, so you don't also exclude the external family. Don't exclude them. Hear me. You shouldn't exclude them. The fact that you are married doesn't mean you should cut all your family members off. Cut your mother off, cut your father off, cut your siblings off. No, you must fit them in somewhere. But you must appropriate the first things first, your family first, and then also know that you have extended family. You have other family that they also come in, and fit them in as well. Have a program that if it is once a month that you go visit her, go visit her. If it is twice in a year that you go visit something, have something that you have prioritized. So please, when we talk about agreement in marriage, these are the grounds that when you put these things together, it will bring you save marriage and sound mind and the peace that you are looking for in your marriage. Prioritize things well. Now, when your spouse is sick, you don't go and sit down in a party and be jumping. When your spouse is sick at home, you are in a party raving and all that. That is an irresponsible spouse. Hear me. When the person is in pain, you leave the person and you go and enjoy. Hear me. Your priorities are wrong. Now you must come to the place that Bible says that mourn with those that mourn, and rejoice with those that rejoice. If the person is your spouse and they are going through pain and you don't feel their pain, there's something definitely wrong. So put your priorities right. Put your priorities right. In the time that you need, to go out. Hear me, we don't say don't go out with your friends. Yes, you can. You can have some times that you go. It shouldn't be always. Every time I'm going out with my boys, or I'm going out with the boys. I'm going out with the boys. What about your family? What about the woman? What about the children? What do you do with them? Oh, as for the woman too, every time I'm going, we are having a girls' day out, a girls' day every time. What about you and your husband? You and the children, if you do have one. So please prioritize yourself well. If there are places that you can go together, go together. It's beautiful. It's beautiful when you go together. If there is something that it's supposed to be one person, inform your spouse that, okay, as for this one, I have to be there by myself. But don't make it a time that you are always partying without your spouse, always going out without your spouse. Prioritize yourself well. And this is also a grounds called agreement. Agreement. Now, I will talk on the last bit, and then probably we will leave it for today. And we will leave it for today. Now, hear this. When we talk about agreement on words is one of the important. I talked about communication. It is different from words. Agreement on words is something that you must know. Couple must speak the same thing. Couple must speak the same thing. If you don't learn to grow in the marriage, in the relationship by speaking the same language, hear me, I want you to know that intruders will come in. People from outside will troop into your home. They will come and then make a mess of your marriage. So you must come to the place of speaking the same language. The same language. What is no for the man must be the same no for the woman. The man does not say no and the woman says yes. No, there is something wrong. If you do not want that intruding in your marriage, speak the same words. Agree on your words. Agree on the same thing that you do. Now, when we talk about it, let me bring an. I think I've shared this here with Time Without Number. I went to one pastor's home, and when I got to the home, I was sitting in the dining area, and then the man, the pastor, which is was in the living room, and the wife is in the kitchen. So I was sitting in between them, and then I saw the little boy went straight to the father and asked for something. And then when he asked for something, and the dad said no. The dad said no to the little boy. And the little boy, I see him walk past me and went straight to the mother in the kitchen. And then when he has gone to the mother in the kitchen, he went to ask the same thing. And then he said to him, and the mother said to him, "What did daddy tell you?" He says, "What did daddy tell you?" It is no. Because the wife knew exactly what the husband would have said. So although they are minutes away, they knew exactly what the husband would say and repeated the same thing to the son. Now, hear this little boy. To my amazement, this little boy asked the mother, he says, "Don't you have a mind of your own? Why are you always agreeing with daddy? And why is daddy always agreeing with you?" Now, look at this little boy. Because he wants to have his way, he was asking the mother to have his own. You should have a mind of your own. That if daddy says no, you shouldn't also say no. You can say yes. That is when people takes you for granted in your marriage. When you don't have the same language. Now, hear me. Don't look at some people. You want to look best before your in-laws, or you want to look good before your friends. And for that matter, what is supposed to be no, your wife is saying no, you say yes to your friends. That it makes you make the woman look bad, or you make the man look bad. So please, always agree on your words. What are we speaking? What is the language in this home? What kind of language are we speaking of? Is it a place that we can swear when we want to swear? Is it a place that you can open your mouth and say anything? Is it a place that we can curse each other, swear, insult each other as we will? Is it something that we allow in this home? Or this home is a home that we are careful with our words. We are careful how to trade with our words. These are some of the things that you must also come to agreement of. So when we talk about agreement in marriage, look at these grounds. When these things are put in place, I tell you, you will have your peace of mind. You will enjoy your marriage better. Now, one area too that you must also know that accusations is something that also run down the marriage, run down the home. Now, when you are saying something that you are not too sure of, make the person know that I am not sure. Don't say it as if you are so definite. Now, I saw this. I think this person, I am not so sure. So you leave the person in the place that their mind is not so certain. They know that, okay, the answer could be different. But don't say, yes, I believe he did it. I believe she did it. When you know that you didn't even see it. So these are many things that have gone on and have destroyed beautiful homes. Beautiful couples have been destroyed. Why? Because the accusation, somebody accused them and they couldn't even take the time to find out the truth, and they just jump onto it. So please be careful. There are outsiders that will come and tell you things about your spouse. Take your time. Take your time and look through it. Take your time and look through it before you utter words. Don't just jump and insult your wife because your sister says something to you. And for that matter, you believe your sister and start insulting your wife. Don't also be back your husband and then insult the mother. Your husband is insulting his mother, and you, the wife, you also jump into it and insult the mother together. That is not what I'm talking about. Hear me, you must, when I said one language, it doesn't mean that when the person is doing wrong, you also frown on it and do wrong. Do we remember this scripture in the Bible about Ananias and Sapphira? Ananias and Sapphira they were married couples. They promised God. They promised God an amount when there was harvest in the church, that when this happened, they will bring this amount to the church. Now, when they got the thing, that they did not take the full amount, and then they went. So the husband went first and then gave the money to the priest and said to the priest, this is the money. They said, is that what you have? He said, yes, that is all that I promised. Now, when he has done that, Bible says that instantly when he died, he died. And the wife came in, and not knowing that the husband is dead, he also came in. Why? Because they agreed to do the wrong thing. Both of them agreed to do the wrong thing. And for that matter, she came to also say the same thing, and she also lost her life. So agreement does not mean you should agree on wrong things, but that which is right, that which is appropriate. Having the same words means having the appropriated words that are edifying, words that are true. Don't fight it because your wife is a troublesome person, and so therefore you are always, when she's bringing trouble, you are always backing her. No, hear me, please. Although you don't also have to disgrace her before other people, you must not always back her and think that she's right. Find a way of solving the problem amicable and making sure that truth prevails, and making sure when you have a troublesome husband or you have a troublesome wife, correct them in a nice manner. Correct them behind the scenes. Not everything is not a public show. To some of you, you will see somebody insulting the wife in public because the person did wrong. I'm not saying they did right or they did wrong. Yes, they actually did wrong. But you will see the kind of words that will be coming out of a husband's mouth to the wife. In the same way, you will also see a wife that is insulting a husband in public. Even if it's in secret, it's not allowed. So please, let us check all these things. Agreement in marriage means that you come together on the terms of having the right words for your marriage. What do you say when somebody is wrong? How do you apologize in your home? Is it a place where conflict resolution is in place? Now, one of the things that we don't do in marriage is that you don't sit down to talk about conflict resolution. In case I do wrong, what am I supposed to do? So you must also put this in place in your marriage. When you wrong somebody, we must apologize. Or in the same day, we talk about it. If the opportunity is there, we shouldn't sleep over it. Discuss it, talk about it, and then get over it. Okay, in this marriage, if this is your priority, we don't talk about when somebody offends you. Keep it within you and then sit down and cry and cry and cry. If that is the norm for you, you still have to arrange it. But I believe that you must have the sound conflict resolution, that you give everybody the room to speak out, to voice out their grievances, and then solve it amicably, that the person keeping it up. Now, when pain is being kept for a long time without addressing it, it breeds into other things. You make an unnecessary meaning and then also connect to things that are not right. So I will ask every one of us that please have conflict resolution in your home. When something happens, how do we solve it? If something you offend me, how do we go about it? It's something that you must look into. Agreement in marriage. It is one of the important things for you to have your sound mind, for marriages to thrive well, because as I said, God built marriage to function on unity. Unity cannot exist without agreement. Now, another word for agreement is unity. And so, therefore, how can two work together except they agree? Except they agree on what? And these are some of the things that I've made mention unto you. Your values, your belief, purposes, and for that, the same words, your finance, and then prioritize yourself. These are some of the things that you must sit down and then look into it in your marriage. There are other things that I want to talk about marriage, agreement in marriage. Now, I believe that I believe being a counselor, I have come to people, I have counseled people where I can see that they have different mindset. I'm going to land on this, and then if God grants us next week, we're going to go to another side of it. Now, I have people that have counseled that they have different mindset. You can see, you will sometimes sit down and say, how does these two people cope in the home? How are they even coping? And you can realize that in front of me, a counselor, the mindset and the things they exhibit, I know that in their home, it is a war zone. Their home alone is a war zone where missiles are flying here and there, the missiles of words. This one can just easily insult. And I sit down and say, oh, wow. So these are some of the things that sometimes we let ourselves down. The fact that you are being hurt, the fact that somebody has wronged you does not mean you should insult the person, throw words carelessly. Hear me, throw words or behave in a manner that is not right. I remember one time two couples came and then they sat down, and then this lady has the man has wronged this lady and has been trying to apologize to this woman for time without number. She says no. And then they came to me. The man brought the issue. They sat down. He says, please help me to apologize to my wife. And I asked her, what can I at all? What should I do for her heart to be at peace? Can you imagine what the lady said? Oh, I want somebody to guess it. What would a lady say? If your husband is telling you that I have wronged you and I'm so sorry, and let me know what I should do to appease you. What can I do to appease your heart? Or somebody just guess what the woman said. I want somebody to guess before I go in. Let me see if somebody can decode what this woman said. So guess what this woman would have said, or if it were you, what would you have said? Can I get a comment on that? Can I get a comment on that? I'm just going to land on that. I'm going to land on that. So the woman that the husband has wronged, the husband has brought her before a servant of God, before a counselor, and said, please help me to apologize to my wife. And I want to appease her heart. So what, ask her for me, what can I do to appease her heart? What can I do to appease her heart? Do I have anybody that can help? Is there anybody that you think, oh, this is what she said, or if it were you, what would you have done? What would you have done at that point where you have a request being laid for before you that tell me what you want so that I can do in order for you to be satisfied? Is there anybody? Oh, in the next 1 minute, please let us keep it rolling. And so if there is anybody that can write anything there, what do you think the woman should do? Or what do you think she said or spoke? Okay, I'm waiting. Is there anybody coming? Okay. Oh, you know that on Bed of Roses we communicate. So please, those on YouTube, those on Facebook, whatever platform you are, I'm expecting something. Just write something down. If it were you, what would you have done? And what do you think the lady asked for? What do you think the lady asked for? What do you think that the lady asked for? I said, to my amazement, it was so an amazing time. And I want to know if somebody could guess what the lady asked for at that particular time when a request has been laid. What can I do to soothe your heart? What can I do to appease you? What can I do to take the pain out of your heart? So what would you have said, or what would you have done if it were you? Okay. Nobody? Oh, today I don't have no comments coming at all. But you guys are behind the scenes. What is happening? What is happening? Is there somebody? Knock, 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 knock. Okay, whilst I don't have anyone, let me just go into it. Now, this is something that I said to my amazement. This woman sat down and then voiced out. He said, for what will make my heart be at peace is for me to do the same thing to you. I will want to do the same thing to you before I will be at peace. Other than that, I can never be at peace. This is a woman that the husband has wronged and is begging, and for her to be at peace, she wants to repeat the same thing that the man did. I don't want to go into it, but she wants to repeat the same thing that the man did before she will be at peace. How do you think that their home is going to be? How do you think that the future of this marriage is going to be? How do you think? Do you think that the man would wrong her again and then apologize or give her that opportunity to say, what should I do for you to be at peace? Do you think that the man will go at length to bring her before somebody and then give her the opportunity to say? Now, because of that which the woman said, the man was also, wow. He said, I shouldn't have even bothered. I shouldn't have even bothered. So let us be considerate, even though we may be hurt, even though things may have gone against us, must be considerate that tomorrow it may be your turn. Tomorrow you may be the offender. And then if the same person, the person you have offended is also demanding to do the same thing to you, probably you will not try. Let us learn to let go and let us learn to forgive. Let us also learn to voice out when things are not going the way we want it to go in the right manner. In the right manner, we have some people that will sit down and watch that thing to go worse before they will talk about it. But they could have said something. Let me read from Mama Sandra. It says, which means forgiveness is part of the forgiveness is part of agreement. Of course, how can you two work together except they agree? Now, the person that comes closer to you all the time is the person that most of the time offends you. People that are far from you don't normally offend you. And the people that you associate with, they are the same people that offend you. And so if you don't know how to forgive, how can you come to the place of agreement? If the person have wronged you, say sorry, he said, I won't forgive. And then sometimes some people go for weeks without talking in the home. They missing link. They don't even talk. This one gets up and go. This one gets up and go. Weeks, months, they are there not talking in the marriage. Why? Because one person or both of them are refusing to forgive. And sometimes if they have children, you know who suffer? Their children. Now, somebody have done that, I think I shared here, and lost their wife because they forgot, they didn't forgive. And whilst their wife was trying to wake him up at night because she was having an asthmatic attack and tried to tap the husband and to say that, please, I need my inhaler. The man was so upset thinking that it is because of what they did. So he didn't even bother. He didn't mind her. So whilst the woman was lying there, the way he saw the woman lying down in the morning and left him to go to work. He came back, found the wife the same way and realized that she was gone, dead, gone. You laid with the same person. And because you refused to forgive, at that point when the person was calling, tapping, because she was struggling to breathe and tapping the husband, just give me my inhaler. The man was so furious that he wouldn't mind. Hear me? Unforgiveness kills. It destroys things. Learn to let go. Some of the things, it's not easy. It's not easy. Nobody is saying that the things that probably sometimes your spouse will do to you is easy. But for your own sake and for the marriage to thrive and the children and the longevity of it, learn to forgive. If you need a counselor, seek for one so that they can help you in the forgiving process. Some of you are so much deeply wounded and you need counseling to heal your heart. Don't keep it. Don't hide away from it. Call for help. Call for help. But hear me, by all means, release and let it go. Now, do you know what happened to those couples that the woman had the opportunity to have asked something that is brilliant, something that the husband, you know that the man has really regretted of what he has done. And this woman could have capitalized on that to change certain things in the man. But what did she do? She asked to do the same thing to the man. Do you know where they are at this today? They are no more together. Why? Because the enemy also used the woman to create something. The woman also did something outrageous, let me put it in that manner. And then, because she knows that she couldn't forgive, she thinks that the husband will not forgive her, so she didn't even bother to ask for forgiveness. Look at this. So she knows that, because I didn't forgive him when he wrongs me, so when I've wronged him, I'm not even going to bother to go and ask for forgiveness. I opt out. She just went out and left the marriage. Please. We are talking about agreement in marriage. It comes from a very long way. Learn to forgive each other. It is the one that you love, the one that is around you that sometimes or most of the time will hurt you. But don't keep it in your heart. Release it. Some of them, it has wounded you big, but it is time to let it go. it is time to forgive. It is time to also make yourself come to the point. Call the person and this thing you did, and at appropriate time, as we will also treat a conflict resolution, how to go about conflict resolution so that you can resolve this amicably. There are some people that in the midst of resolving something, they even cause greater blunder. They even make greater mistake. They are going to solve something, though. By the time we realize it has escalated. Why? Because they don't know how to go about it, and they make a big mess out of this, the situation, that painful situation. So by the special grace of God, as God grants us the grace, we will go further and talk about conflict resolution as well. But please, whatever be the case, now work on these areas in your marriage. Learn to forgive. Learn to prioritize things. Talk about your finances. Have the same words. Hear me? Have the same language in your home so that intruders, outsiders will not invade in your home and then crash the two of you your head. When you don't have the same language, people outside will crash your head together. They will smash you to death. They will set confusion among you. So please make sure that these things, your values, what you value, your spiritual values, make it known. Let not go and sit down and then one is pouring libation, one is going to church. And by the time you realize this one opened their mouth to pray, it is wahala. This one will go and hide and then do other things. Please. Agreement is also physical and then it's also spiritual. I believe that this evening, somebody, you may have learned something. If there is something new you have learned, please write it there. If this has been a benefit to you, let me know. And if it's something that we should go on the other side of it that we haven't spoken about, and we will go into it. And so therefore, please let me hear your feedback. Unbeatable Mama Padurant, God bless you. Let me hear from you. Mama Sandra, let me hear from you. Julie, I know you are there. Let me hear from you as well. To everyone that have joined us, let me hear from you. And let me see if I have any other persons also there. For those of you that are behind the scenes that I cannot see, but you are there, let me hear from you as well. What is your take on this subject? Agreement in marriage, or term it agreement in relationship. How well did this message go? And I believe that we didn't start on time, but I believe we've covered something that I believe if we work on it, it will help us for us to have a lasting, enjoyable, and then a fruitful marriage. And your relationship will also be one that will be emulated. People will look upon it and say, this is the kind of marriage I want. This is the kind of relationship I want to be in. And so God bless you for spending time here on Bed of Roses Marriage Pot. What you put in is what you will get. So learn and put in the right things. Let us work on ourselves and our marriages and our relationships. God bless you. Amen and amen. Before I go, is there any question? Does anybody have any question in addition? Anything that you didn't understand well and you need a bit of clarity? Is there anything like that? Please send it forth and I will clarify it. Send it forth and I'll clarify it. We will go on the other side of agreement in marriage or in relationship. There are other pillars that we need to look into as well. So if God grants us the grace, next week we will continue. And so please, if there's anything else you want me to clarify before I leave, you have a question, you have something to add, hear me, you can also call the studio line. The number to call is 0794135332, 0794135332, and then your voice will be heard. And I believe this is going to be a topic that will bless us. So I'm waiting. Now, Mama Sandra, after I say agreements to be intentional or common. Okay, let me read it. Okay, now it says my take home is that agreement should be intentional on common things that we mostly take for granted. So this is her take home. So she has got something that she's got that when we want to agree, we should be intentional about it. Agreement doesn't just happen. And don't think that the fact that you have seen the man for 20 years, you totally will agree. No, it doesn't. You must purpose it. You must sit down, talk about it. And then the more you talk about about it, the more you be intentional about it, the more it happens. God bless you so much, Mama Sandra. God bless you so much. Is there anybody else to also drop something you have learned or something you want to ask, a question or a contribution? Thank you so much. I have that the last 5 minutes to do that. So please, what are you saying at this point? What are you saying at this point? What do you want to add? What do you want to ask on this subject? Agreement in marriage. Agreement in marriage. There are so many questions to ask. So please, somebody ask me a question or somebody say something and let us go into it briefly. And I believe that you are definitely going to be blessed, and you are blessed. Thank you, Mama Sandra. I like your take home, and I like your feedback. I'm grateful to you. God bless you. Is there anybody else who also have something that you want to talk about? What is your take home? What are you also saying about this topic? Is this something that has helped you in any way? Is this something that has opened your eyes in any way? Is it something you also want to contribute? We have 4 minutes more, 4 minutes more. So please, you do have time to comment, and then you have time to say something. And we have time to also learn from you. You may have something in your archives or in your somewhere. So in your quavers, bring it out, share it, and let us also hear from you or learn from you. Agreement in marriage, agreement in relationship is very vital. It is very important. It is needed. It should be intentional. And therefore, there are areas that you must look into. If you work on some of it, or almost all these areas that I have talked on, if you work on it, somebody, I will tell you that you are striking an agreement, that you are coming to a place where you will sit down and enjoy your marriage or your relationship. God bless you. Mama Sandra says, must agreement in marriage be reviewed, and how often? Definitely. Some of them is it depends on whatever it is. Some of them can be reviewed. Some of them, if it is when you agree, let me say red. If I am wearing this, I'm using this as an example, citing an example. If I am wearing red and the thing is red, if you come back 20 years again, it's still red. You get it? It's still red. Now, some of the things that sometimes you must review is on thought or values. Values sometimes do change. Beliefs do change. And for that matter, you must also come to the place of taking stock. That is why you need to communicate more. That when certain things change, your values or your precepts change, you must communicate it. And one area that you can also review, as Mama Sandra, is the financial one. The financial one needs updating all the time, because needs do change. Needs do change. Sometimes when you get married, first of all, it's just you and your spouse. Then children, a child may come in, and then children comes in, and then you have other priorities of things that you want to achieve together. So it is time with that number, you must review agreement in marriage. Sometimes we don't pray for that. One spouse may be out of job and the other person may be, so you must come to adjust your financial status, and then you must adjust it, the budgeting and all that, you must adjust it. So these are some of the areas you must do. And then when we talk about the intimacy aspect, there are areas that you can also review as well. Intimacy, because sometimes you have people that are on the wild side. You know, their fantasy are wild, but as they are growing, it diminishes. They are growing, it tones down a bit. And therefore, you need to also communicate when you know that you are getting into the slow motion bit and while things are toning down for you. Because if your spouse knows you to be that crazy in bed, let me put it that way, or wild, and then all of a sudden you just drip without any communication, it also will create something. So please also communicate on your sexual needs as well, something that you also have to review about it. Sometimes you can review it monthly. Sometimes it's based on you as an individual or the couple in the marriage. Some people take stock yearly. Some people take stock every 3 months, 6 months. So pertaining to your needs, you can then check that let's do it every 6 months. Let's do it every 3 months. We review things in our marriage, or some people talk every Saturday. They have time that they talk, and some of these things comes up and they address it. So that will be based on the couple and your needs. That would determine how long and when and how often you will review that. But the areas that I've said, these are areas that that you must look into and review them, because beliefs and other things change, preferences change, opinions change. Somebody may love you today, tomorrow they may see some flaws that may change their mindset. And for that matter, if you don't talk about it, they may not even open up to you that this is a flaw they have found and it's really not something they appreciate. But sometimes through talking, they make it known. Then you can adjust yourself and work on yourself so that you can maintain the marriage and the relationship. So, Mama Sandra, have I answered you? Have I answered you? Thank you so much. I like when you are involved, you ask questions, you contribute. Other people, you do so as well. Mama Padurant also contributes. She also. So some of you, please, I want to hear from you. So, is that the last bit of it, or somebody you are coming with a question before I say bye-bye, my final bye-bye, and then I'm gone? Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anything else? Anybody? Or we are leaving? How well has this topic helped you? Okay, to those that are aware, how well has it helped you? Just say something. Maybe let me take from 2 people and then I'm gone. Has it helped you in any way? Have you learned anything? How well has this topic helped you? Today we didn't have it easy or coming on. We had to, a whole hour was gone because of technical hitches here and there. Streaming not, I did about 4 streamings, and then I don't know what was happening to Facebook, but here we are. I believe that it has been impactful. Mama Sandra said, thank you so much. Here, Mommy. You are welcome, Mama Wanda. God bless you. Another name of Mama Sandra is Mama Wanda. So God bless you, Mama Wanda. Okay, I believe that nobody has anything else to add to that. And so thank you so much for joining Bed of Roses. We'll come your way again next week as God permits that to be so. And so please keep working on yourself. Mama Sandra said, very well for me to review things tomorrow. Thank you so much. Reveal it, okay? Review certain areas is very important so that you put fire into that places, and then that Mama Sandra, when I say Rukutu Rozako, you know that. Look into the Rukutu Rozako aspect, and I believe that it will be beautiful. And so thank you so much. We bless God. So have a lovely evening to every one of you. Unbeatable Mama Padurant, God bless you. Julie, God bless you. Maki, God bless you. I think I have seen you behind the scenes. God bless you. If you are still there behind the scenes, God bless you. I love you all, and may the blessings of God rest upon your marriage, your relationship, and may the Lord connect you. If you are searching, looking, may the Lord connect you to your spouse, the bone of your bone and the flesh of your flesh, that which God has created for you. For the ones that God has given to you, may He give you the wisdom to keep them. The wisdom to keep the marriage that God has given, to keep that woman, to keep that man that God has given to you. The wisdom to blend together and agree. I pray against every disunity in marriage and in relationship that will drain and destroy and disrupt and stop the marriage. I come against it in Jesus' mighty. Let there be sweetness. Let there be oneness. Let there be love. Let there be unity in your marriage, in your relationship, in Jesus' mighty name. Enjoy, for love is sweet and love is beautiful. Enjoy. It is bye-bye for now. Bye-bye, everyone. Okay, once I'm there, let me release a song. Makamaki, you are born again. I can see your kisses has come. You are born again. Born again, born again. So I will just put on the closing song, which is the same song we said earlier. And then after the song, I will not be here. And so it is bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye.
Hey, I'ma always be here for you. I got you. Look here. Look in my eyes. Can't you see that I'm focused? Stay focused. I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? I'll change for you. Talk to me what you want to do. face on the moon and make a baby. I'll die for you, but don't call me crazy. In love with you, stay focused. I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? Hey, hold up, I need you to calm down, relax. I got you. I'ma always be there for you. Stay focused. You got me thinking, you got me dreaming, you got me thinking about the way you move, the things you do. You've got me fiending. Yeah. Will you always stay true?
Will you always stay true?
There's no me without you.
There's no me without you.
Will you be my everything?
Would you be my everything?
You'd be down for me.
You'd be down for me.
Will you bet it all on me? Can you show me that you're focused, never leave my heart broken? Will you risk it all for me? Can you show me that you're focused, never leave my heart broken? I know you love me, baby, yeah. Can you show me that you love me? Can you put no one above me? Can you show me that I'm lucky? You drive me crazy, baby, yeah. Can you tell me that I'm lovely? Can you open up for me? Can you be my love junkie? It's 9:36 in Los Angeles. I'm just vibing out in the studio, just letting my feelings out. Got a flight back to Memphis in the morning. Probably talk to my mother. Get on my brother's nerves. Maybe even write another song about